Hi, this is Kurt Roldan. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I generated 9,884.41 US dollar in 5 days while spending zero in the advertisement. This is what I'm going to teach you right now. Okay? So to clarify things up, you cannot make these sales if you just created your website now or even 3 months or 5 months and then expect to see this kind of sales as there are no instant results or shortcuts in SEO. Let's go check out my analytics account. So here's the e-commerce SEO results in my Google Analytics account. As you see here, most of my sales come from Google. But I also have sales from Yahoo, YouTube, and Bing. And I didn't count the paid ads. So overall, I only got 9,884.41 US dollar. I started to have my interest in the online world during the time I played Run Online PH, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. I used to stay in the Run Online marketplace, buying items for a cheaper amount and sell it 2 times or 3 times for the actual price. 2015 when I started teespring.com, and that time it's very easy to do t-shirt advertising, targeting names and birthdays. I earned doing that, but this ads thing won't work for me as an SEO person because I don't like paying for ads, honestly. 2016, I have a client in e-commerce. He wants to increase organic traffic as he spends thousands of dollars in Facebook ads and Google ads as well, but don't get many sales. Months go by, we are good friends, and he teaches me everything about how e-commerce runs, operates, and fulfillments, as well as finding suppliers and more. And I said to myself, how about I will try e-commerce and use my SEO strategy? So that's what I did. I created my e-commerce website from scratch and applied SEO and make it profitable and until now. Okay, so technical SEO. The site structure of an e-commerce website is very important. It has to be easy to navigate, easy to crawl by search engines, and it's the starting point to offer a great experience for your users. Okay, so URL structure. As general guidelines for e-commerce URL structures, we need to keep it as short as possible. We need to use your focus keywords on the URL itself. We need to provide clarify and hierarchy and always use hyphens to separate words, okay? Not underscores. The next one is use SSL. SSL is a secure sockets layer and is a security technology which creates an encrypted link between a web server and a browser. And you can spot a site using SSL fairly easily. The website URL starts with HTTPS rather than HTTP. Okay? So next is we need to ensure our website is mobile friendly. A responsive web design adjusts itself automatically so that it can be navigated and read easily on any device. You can check the mobile friendliness using google.com/test/mobile friendly. Next is we need to speed our website. Search engines prefer sites that load quickly because page speed is considered an important ranking signal. And you can check that in google.com page speed/insights, okay? Developers.google.com speed page insight page speed/insights. Next is scroll your site and fix duplicate content issue. So there are many tools you can use to crawl your website and identify HTTP and content issues. So you can use SEMrush or Screaming Frog. Okay, so some HTTP errors issues include uh, redirect errors, client errors, server errors, and some content errors issued includes duplicate or missing page titles, image alt text, H1 tags, or meta description. Okay? So, keyword research. What is a keyword research in SEO? Keyword research is one of the most important processes in SEO. It is the process of finding and analyzing words and phrases that people use in search engines like Google's. Okay? So our goal here is when you have an e-commerce website, your primary goal is to make sales. When you have a blog or ordinary website, your primary goal is to gain traffic. Okay? So gaining traffic for an e-commerce website isn't just enough. You need those high converting targeting traffic as well. Okay? So general versus keyword with commercial or transactional search intent. For e-commerce websites, commercial intent keywords are the most important and most promising keywords to rank for. Okay? Because with general keywords or navigational and informational, the user that tend to search for them are usually looking for a particular website or brand or looking for information or trying to complete a specific action. Okay, so you should ask yourself those questions. Are they looking to buy for information, or are they looking for a specific page or like a login page? Okay, and here are some modifiers that usually indicates what type of search intent it is. So first, we have a navigational, like the name of the product, name of service, brand, particular site or web pages. In the informational, we have how, what, where, who, why, tutorial, resources, ideas, guides, tips, examples. And commercial investigation, we have best, top, reviews, comparison, and more. In the transactional, we have a buy, coupon, order, affordable, and more. Okay, so here are some examples to compare the different search intent. First is the navigational. Like say, for example, protein supplements, right? And the informational, what is a protein supplements? Or in commercial investigation, we have best protein supplements. In the transactional, we have buy protein supplements. Okay? So, on-page SEO. Okay? On-page optimization is the process of optimizing the website in order to rank higher and earn relevant traffic in the search results pages. If you own a website, you can control the technical issues and the quality of your content. That is why it is important to know what strategies and factors to consider when optimizing your online store. Okay? So first, we have a title tag. Title tags are displayed on search engine results pages or SERPs as the clickable headline for a given results are the important for usability, SEO, and social sharing. Okay? The next one is the meta description, an HTML attributes that provide a brief summary of a page or search engine such as Google and often display the meta description in search results, which can influence click-through rates as well. And the next part is the headlines. So writing compelling headlines can greatly affect your website performance on the search engine rankings. This might seem too basic to you, but when done strategically, a compelling headline makes a great difference between a click and an impression. Okay? So, SEO writing. SEO writing is the process of planning, creating, optimizing content with a primary goal of ranking in search engines. When writing content for SEO, you have to pay attention to both search engines and users. We need to have a high quality, valuable, and relevant content plus keyword optimization equals SEO writing. Image optimization. So product images are very important in e-commerce because visual is large part of a potential customer's first impression in the buying process. Okay? And as well as the user engagement because it is simply the degree of how visitors enjoy browsing and interacting with your website. Okay? So when visitors enjoy and find value on your website, they stick and take actions. Optimizing your site structure. The site structure of an e-commerce website is very essential. It has to be convenient and simple to navigate through by search engines. And it's also the starting point to where you can provide a great user experience. Because a big e-commerce website might have a lot of pages and it's vital to have a solid structure so that users are able to find what they are looking for with the least amount of clicks. Speed. If you have ever any experience with website optimization or website speed optimization, then you know when it comes to optimizing your website load speed, you have to face a number of things. Websites that have a clear structure requires a fewer code resources, HTML, CSS, or JavaScripts. Okay? Make fewer requests to the server and they load faster. Site links. Site links are displayed in the search engine's results pages. Whenever someone is searching for your company name on Google. Okay? In the case of an e-commerce store, site links will present your many categories or your main categories like this example from Best Buy. Okay? Let me examine the steps for building an SEO optimized structure for your e-commerce store. First, we have to create a hierarchical structure with no more than 3 levels. Okay, so here's the screenshot. Your home page is the top of the hierarchy, and below you can have 2 or 3 levels before you reach the bottom of the hierarchy or your product pages. To help you visualize how a hierarchical structure looks like, you have a look at the following diagram here. Okay, the home page is at the very top of the hierarchy, followed by the main category level 1, subcategory level 2, and finally the product pages or the level 3. The prime way to choose on how to build your structure is to take into consideration the outcome from your keyword research process. Second, we need to create a simple menu that replicates the site structure. The navigation example, the menus of the shop should be able to reflect the structure. Okay? So once you get the structure properly set up right, your navigation will be easier to understand and follow. Okay? So some things to take into consideration when deciding for your navigation structure and menus, we need to keep it simple. Okay? When scheming the menu structure, always have in mind to keep it as simple as possible. Okay? We need to avoid including too many pages to the menu that are not needed or creating flyout submenus when it's not necessary. Ayan. Optimize URL structure. Having an SEO-friendly URL structure aids both users and search engines to navigate a website. The site structure and URL structure are actually closely related to each since both have to accurately represent each other. Okay? For example, if you have an e-commerce store selling supplements and then your site structure can be like this: homepage slash fitness slash supplements and then weight. Okay? And your URL structure like this: www.example.com slash fitness slash supplements or example.com fitness then weight. We need to keep URLs as short as possible. Then we need to separate keywords in the URL and not underscores, okay? And we also need to avoid having extra characters that are not needed. Okay? So next, we need to add breadcrumb menu to all your pages. A breadcrumb menu is shown at the top of a page, and it contains a series of internal links that makes visitors able to quickly navigate back to a previous page of the home page of your site. Okay, so that's the breadcrumb menu. And this is extremely helpful when users are finding a particular product and switch back and forth between the categories and products. It is also helpful when users land on a very specific product page, as they can use the breadcrumb to view what other products they are in the same category. Okay? Next, we need to create a user sitemap. A user sitemap is different from XML sitemap that is submitted to search engines. What defines a well-made user sitemap is that it should be able to display all important categories and subcategories of the web page in the single page, so that users can find easily what they want. Okay? So here's the example. The user sitemap can be added as an option in the footer as well. Case into this example, guys. Blogging for your online store. Blogging serves to be a valuable asset for all online businesses, including e-commerce stores. There are a lot of reasons as to why an e-commerce website should have a blog on it. Because blogging helps increase traffic going to your website, either organically, from search engine traffic, or social media networks, and it's also another great way for brand awareness. Okay, so first, we have a set of reasons why. So first, we have less dependency on paid advertising. The downfall of paid ads: once you stop investing money on advertising, or if ever advertising cost does not make the campaign profitable, sales will decrease and complication will start to take place. Second, more quality pages in search engines index. Both category and tag pages contain the same content as the product pages. There's also the fact that the same product may also be found on another website on the internet, ending up with duplicate content issues. Third, customer care and support. An active blog can also be utilized for customer care and support purposes. It also be used to cover topics that are related to your products that your users might have any queries about. Okay, so fourth, we have brand awareness and trust. Before making any purchase online, users need to feel assured that they will not lose a single penny of their money. So, one thing they tend to do before purchasing is that they search to Google and find out more specific details about the particular company. Building high-quality backlinks to your online store. Link building, also known as off-page SEO, is the process of getting other websites to link back to your website. It is one of the important signals that can influence your ranking in SERPs. In order for you to achieve a higher ranking in the search results, you need to get as many high-quality links as you possibly can from a number of different sites or domains which is related to your niche. Okay? So first, we have get a link to a manufacturer website. There are numerous ways to bring in links from the manufacturer domain. First, we can check their website and see if they have an area with links to their retailers. Second, we can also do, if they don't have any, we need to send them an email and ask them if they are able to feature you in their website. Third, if they have a blog, ask them to contribute an article. Okay? Fourth, if they have a showcase section most suited for service providers, we can submit your entry. Okay? Second, guest posting. Guest posting is one of the most efficient way to draw in links from other domains. The way it works is shown below. So first, we need to find topics related to our niche or to our website. Second, we need to read their publishing guidelines. Next, we need to compose a complementary post which includes links leading to your site. Okay? Next, we need to post is published and you get a link. Okay? The post is published and you get a link. It may sound like such a simple task, but that is not the case. Okay? Testimonial link building. Testimonial link building is where you can get positive comments about a product or service that you are advertising to be featured on the provider's website. So in other words, when you purchase a service or product or whatever else from a company online, especially from a bigger website, 99% of them will allow you to send a testimonial. If you write one compelling and believable enough, there is a good chance that they will publish it. Okay? So, how to make testimonial links? Building testimonial links really revolves around these 4 guidelines that anyone can adhere to. Okay? So first, we can make a list of any products or services that you will target. Second, we need to search and obtain contact information for each other or for each products or services or manufacturer and production. Third, we need to send an email pitching your testimonial offer. And then fourth, we need to create a testimonial to be sent. So that's the step, okay? So next is the search expert roundups. Expert roundups is another way to achieve link building because it usually involves you providing a single answer to a single question to obtain a link. Okay? So the only catch is you have to be invited in the first place to take part in these roundups, okay? Which can become a huge hindrance if people can't recognize who you are. So in order to snake around the requirement and to start gaining exposure or recognition, authority, and links, I like you to take use of already existing roundups that have already been published. So what to watch out when link building or using expert roundups? First, we need to find website that you actually want a link from. Okay? Second, we need to search for their contact information. Third, we need to negotiate the links. So that's very easy, right? Next strategy, we have a resource page link building. Resource page link building is where you can get yourself to be featured on a blogger's or influencer page on their site. Moreover, resource page link building serves as another tactical method that still follows the traditional routine of what link building is. Okay? So first, we need to find a page that we want to have a link from. Second, we need to find their contact information. Third, we need to negotiate the link. Okay? So here's the step, guys. You can use this in Google. So first, find a resource page. Just simply input in your query box. So your niche plus resources. Step 2, find their contact information. Then step 3, send the email. Okay? So that's very easy strategy. But it's still time consuming as well. Okay? So I am really excited to share all of this with you. And I hope you are having a great time. But it doesn't just end up here. I want to give you more. By now, you know what to do, and I want to show you exactly how to do it. I am offering you a free 30-minute strategy call wherein I will show you exactly how to implement these strategies in your own shop, okay, or in your own business. We listen. This is all about you and your business. We simply listen and hear you out, okay? We want to help you determine what needs to be done in order for your business to grow. With our free SEO audit strategy, you are getting a customized breakdown of your overall website and get actionable checklist specifically tailored to your business. Okay? We basically charge 800 US dollar for this customized audit, but I am giving it away for free. Okay? So, who is this for? Okay? This free SEO audit is for the following. First, if you have a business that sells or offer high value products or services. Second, if you are someone who wants to grow your business to a minimum of 10,000 US dollar a month. Third, people who wants constant stream of high quality and targeted leads without spending for ads. Yeah. Who it's not for? This free SEO site audit is not for the following. First, anyone who is afraid to make a decision or take action on it and follow through. Second, anyone who is not serious about growing their business by another 100,000 to 500,000 or more in the next 12 months. Okay? Warning. We limit the amount of our free SEO audit and strategy meeting to do for each month. If the spot is already filled out, it's already gone and we will let you know. What you need to do now in order for you to qualify for our free SEO site audit and strategy call, you need to click the link below and fill in the sign up form.